What's going on, guys? Photoboy here, another video. Today we're covering the ally event that's going on right now. Ally favor that cost the level of ally is reduced by 50%. So in a sense, it's a double XP ally event going on. Before we get started though, I do want to say one thing. Mr. Freeze did drop back in December. So right now we're in that 3 to 4 month window. So it's possible we'll be getting a new ally pretty soon. Don't know which role is going to be, or how strong it's going to be, or whatever the case may be. So just be a little cautious when it comes to spending your resources for these allies this week. So we might be getting one fairly soon. If they follow the same path they did last year, it's possible that we might get it for the second patrol. But right now, who knows? But we should be getting one pretty soon though. So just be a little cautious when it comes to spending your resources for these allies. But let's go ahead and get started. We're going to cover the DPS side of things first. Actually, let's go over 2 allies really quick that we can use for every role. So we got Flash and we got John Con. Right now we're in the supercharged meta, so every power's using supercharge. So we got trolls, healers, tanks, DPS all use supercharge. Get 15% supercharge every time you use one. Really good ally. We got John Constantine. This is gonna be a buff for the group and yourself. You got the tanks benefit off the 10% defense. Then you got the rest of the group benefiting off the 18% might, so everybody's hitting harder. Really good ally. So for the DPS side of things, we got Starfire here. It's going to be 8% might, 100% uptime, as long as you're hitting your weapon buff every time it's on cooldown. So it's really a hard ally to beat as of right now. If you want, we can branch out. You want to go the static route and you want to get your crit buffs going on. You can level up static if you want to. A lot of people were using Mr. Freeze when he first dropped the Frozen Heart ability. I don't see it too much as often. And then let's see, if you want to go the pet DPS route, you got Zatanna here. You can pair her with Aquaman right here if you want to. I think it's with 10% buff to your pets at level 10. So if you want to go the pet DPS route, you can level her up. But I say go ahead and stick with Starfire if your might it's hard to beat. 100% uptime for 8% buff. So that's what I recommend for DPS side of things. And then you got Flash and your John Con. These two I'll say recommend Flash and John Con. Go ahead and wolfpack those if you can, if you got a lot of tunes, or Ally Legion, whatever it's called. But in a sense, make it a countdown, Flash and John Con. But Starfire is going to be your number 1 option as a might DPS, I'll say. And then, like I said, you can branch off to other things as well. You could use John Stewart. It doesn't make sense to use John Stewart over Starfire if you have Starfire, but let's just say that you're hard light or maybe Muni too, right? And you only have so many resources to level up allies. You can go the John Stewart route and you can level up John Stewart and use the corpse combo and Flash together for your DPS side of things, and then switch a troll role. You can swap out corpse combo with a During Wheel, and you can go that route and have 3 allies if that's all you can afford right now. That's an option as well, but obviously Starfire is gonna be the better option because it doesn't make sense, because 6% might with a cooldown compared to 8% might with no cooldown. So that's that. Yeah, that's it for DPS. All right, so for the healer side of things, it's not that many options. Like I said, we're back at it again with Flash and John Con. Black Adam's gonna be the variable, the one you can swap out for something else. But he's pretty good as far as the primary. We got supercharge generator, abilities to generate 35% more supercharge. Can't go wrong with that. Other options are Cyborg, and then we got Oracle Bot too. If you're like low on resources for your allies, it's a cheaper route. You can go that. That's pretty much it for as far as healer allies. Zatanna, if you did watch my sorcery video, I explained how you can kind of get away with Zatanna, especially on the lower level. You don't have to max her out. You can get away with her as a sorcery healer. So you go check out that video if you want to. And yeah, that's pretty much it as far as healer allies. So yeah, we got Black Adam, Flash, and then options are Oracle Bot and Cyborg. And then if you're sorcery, you got Zatanna, go check out that video. Like I said, I went into detail how you can use her. But that's pretty much it for healers. All right, so for tanks, we got a little bit more options compared to healing. So these two right here, Lex and Superman, these are gonna be more your tankier allies. For Lex Luthor, you gain extra stats if your health drops below 50%, so extra resto and defense. And then for Superman, you provide a shield for your group every time you use a group breakout. So you can't go wrong for these two allies for the tankier side of things. Now the content that we're running right now is kind of on the easier side of things. So you can drop one of those or maybe both of those. You can use Professor Zoom, using the pool grants extra supercharge. You got Flash, extra supercharge. So if you want to run like an ISIS build, you can run those two if you want. Let's see, we got Poison Ivy. Use her. It's going to provide a debuff for the enemies. So it reduces their defense and their damage output when every time you use a shield. You got Queen Diana. Every time you pull, grants a damage debuff for the enemies. That's an option as well. If you want to go the cheaper route, Calculator Bot's not bad. Heal for 10% of incoming damage, cooldown 20 seconds. So if you low on resources, Calculator Bot's a solid ally to pick up. If you want to go the battle tank route, you can pick up Superboy. It grants extra defense and gives you extra might. So if you want a battle tank, you want to level them up, go ahead. You got options. So it's all about your playstyle, what you want to do. You know how strong you are as a tank. So if you feel like you're on the weaker side of things, go ahead and rock the Lex Luthor and Superman. If you feel like you're over gear, you're pretty strong, then you can branch out to these other allies and stuff like that. So you can level up your ally based off your playstyle here. These are just my recommendations. Like I said, you can't go wrong with Lex and Superman. These are going to be your day one, your A1 day ones. So that's going to be it for tank allies. So last but not least, we got the trolls. This is probably the best troll ally in the game. John Stewart, Enduring Will. Make sure your group power shield stronger, you get more vid. So it's a really, really, really good ally for trolls. For your second troll ally, I'll say is up to you what you want to do as far as your play style, because it's gonna be a lot of options, and these allies are not cheap. So I'm not gonna sit here and say you need this ally, and this ally for your second troll ally, but we can go over a few of them. You got General Zod, can provide a group buff for might, and your vid is lowered just by a little bit, but he does provide a 3% might buff at max level. Another option we have is Nubia. Defeat an enemy grants you 2% might. That's an option as well. We got Flash, and don't forget about Flash. And like I said, for all roles you can use him. So if you only have enough to level up one troll ally, which is probably John Stewart, would be my recommendation. You already have Flash. You can just use Flash and John Stewart to call it a day if you want to. If you don't have any more resources, and that's completely fine, because you got other buffs from your arts like Tetra and Claw. So it's not the end all be all as far as like you needing a buff ally for your second one. You can be just fine without it. Let's just say that you have Starfire. You might have Starfire already leveled up. You don't have enough for another troll ally after you leveled up John Stewart. You throw her in, put Titanic Battery in. Like I said, as long as you're still buffing through your arts and stuff like that, hey, that's cool with me. As long as you can do your role, provide power and debuff the enemy, we good to go. So that's an option as well. If for some reason you're struggling with power, you got Oracle Bot again, and Cyborg, which is up here. And then let's say, I don't really like Death Metal Batman, the drop in the pool that restores power. I don't really like that one, so I ain't gonna say recommend that one. I think his combat ability is better than his passive, in my opinion. But I probably still rock John Stewart over the combat compared to his. But if you want to go the debuff route, you can level up Death Metal Batman. It's up to you. I still rock John Stewart. Like I said, these allies ain't cheap, in my opinion. So, you already got John Stewart. Ain't no point in leveling up Death Metal Batman. But if you have the extra resources, go ahead. Be my guest. But yeah, that's pretty much it for allies for trolls. Like I said, John Stewart, and then your second one probably gonna be. Whoop, did that wrong. So your second one probably be General Zod after John Stewart. And then you can branch out to Nubia if you want to. You got Batman last too. So if you want to stack the D-bus up when the enemy's below 45% health, stack the D-bus up with a finisher. That's an option as well. Like I said, there's different options for trolling. You know, it's not just one ally, but you know, like I said, these allies are not cheap. So you know, love what you feel like you're, you know, what you're comfortable with in your play style, and you be straight. Like I said, make sure you get John Stewart though. I say John Stewart's the must, and the second one, it's up to you what you want to do. So that's it for trolls, and yeah, that's it. That's gonna be it for the video, man. We covered healers, DPSs, tanks, trolls. So that's pretty much it for the allies. You know, get your allies leveled up, have some fun. Don't forget, new allies probably dropping soon, so just be careful on your resources and how much you spend and stuff like that. So I'll catch y'all on the next one, y'all. Peace.